Hello everyone, I'm George Denson and I'm going to be your instructor for the Nunchucks training video. In this video we're going to teach you how to use this weapon called the Nunchuk. The Nunchucks have been around for a long time. I'm going to start out with the history of the Nunchucks, and then we'll go into a little bit more detail. The Nunchuk was one of the original 5 Okinawan weapons. And in feudal Japan time, Japanese invaded Okinawa and they said, hey, you're not allowed to have any more weapons. So they had to use what was around them. And they ended up using a weapon that was considerably like the Nunchucks. And over the years, it's evolved. If you want to find out more about the history of the Nunchuk, go on the internet. There's tons of information. You can really find out about it. That's the best way to do it. Next is how to decide what weapon to choose. There are so many different kinds of Nunchucks available today that it's the coolest time to be a weapons expert and be somebody who actually likes the weapon called the Nunchuk, because there's wood Nunchucks. As you look in front of you, there's Nunchucks with pads on them. There's Nunchucks that are made of aircraft aluminum now, and it's really, really cool. There's so many different choices to choose from. Do you like rope? Do you like chain? Do you like some of the nylon they have out there? Whatever you like, you've got all kinds of different choices. Today, I'm going to be using these Nunchucks right here. This pair here is a brand new pair that we just basically taped up so you can actually see on the video how the Nunchucks are going to be spun, tossed, grabbed, and things like that. The best way to get a pair of Nunchucks is, if you have a martial arts school or you train at a school, is to get one through your instructor. I enjoy going to flea markets and trying to see the different kind of weapons. The best way to do it, pick up the weapon, see how you like it. Don't do like I do sometimes, go to a flea market and start flinging them around. Within 5 or 10 seconds, they'll start yelling at you and say, hey, put those weapons down. Not that that's ever happened to me, but it does happen. But if you don't feel comfortable with a weapon, trust me, it won't work as well with you. The Nunchuk is an extension of your hand, and therefore, anytime you use a Nunchuk or any weapon like that, it has to feel comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, it's never going to feel good to you. Now, again, remember, this is very simple with any weapon. First, make sure you have a good place to train. Make sure and we've got a nice studio here. You can go outside and train outside. If you're young, get your parents' permission. Don't train inside. One time, I made the mistake of accidentally hitting one of my mom's chandeliers. I was 18 at the time, so she could legally beat me up if she wanted to. I didn't do it again. I go outside and train now. Ask your parents' permission. If you're married, ask your wife or husband's permission, because you can get in trouble that way too. So remember, do it where it's safe. Don't do it around other people. Start with, preferably, instead of woodchucks like this, I've been doing it since I was 11 years old, close to 25 years, do it with a pair of padded chucks. They didn't have that back then. I've been hit so many times with these myself, knocked myself out a couple of times here and there, got my arms bruised here and there. A lot of stuff's happened that I wish wouldn't have happened with them. So remember, just be careful and be safe. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with some very, very basic techniques, and then we're going to just continue on through to advanced techniques, and we're going to be showing you a kata.